I'm hopeful that as we have a chance to explore this matter with the Congress, that they will give it very
Presidents
close
begin
attention.
thinking about the disposition of their papers and their impact on future generations almost as soon as they're elected. And John F. Kennedy, in a 1962 news conference, was ready with an answer when May Craig asked him,
Most former presidents have put their official papers in libraries in their home states where they are not readily available to scholars and historians who come here to work with the Library of Congress and other agencies here. Have you decided where to put yours, and would you consider putting it in Washington?
Yes, I'm going to put it in Cambridge, Massachusetts.
but it never was built in Cambridge. The John F. Kennedy Library, after 15 years of controversy over its location, was finally built on a peninsula at Columbia Point in Dorchester Bay, a part of Boston with a dramatic view of the sea.
You know, he loved the sea, and this building is right on the sea. And also the sea also suggests a limitless horizon, and I think that's good. I like that. And for that reason, of course, we designed the building that way.
Back in 1964, architect I.M. Pei was selected to design the building after the Kennedy family had considered a field of the world's leading architects. Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis told us she selected Mr. Pei because she felt that, like John F. Kennedy, his best work was yet to come.
I think there's a very strong quotient of emotional content in this particular assignment. It's very difficult for me to explain. And that affects one's work and thinking and so on. I think that it's a small building, and yet it's extremely difficult. It's very demanding. We have so many clients. It's not just the Kennedy family. It's the public, really, because they're the ones that really gave the money to this building. And I feel that I simply can't disappoint hundreds of thousands of people. There are certain functional requirements that this building must fulfill. It's an archive. It should be a good place to work in. It's a place to store important papers. But perhaps the most difficult and therefore the most important objective is to make this building somehow bring to life, first of all, the person himself. That this represents what he is, what he was, and what he promised to be. And at the same time, also to do justice to one fact, and that is that this is a presidential library. It's not an ordinary library. And that the office of the presidency must be suitably given suitable expression here as well. We felt then, and we feel still today, that after having seen all that exhibits, then you emerge from that. I think you should see no more. Nothing. Read nothing and be told nothing, and come into a room that just by its sheer space inspire you. You see that lighthouse there?
Oh, yes.
That's a channel. That's called the President Roads.
President?
Yes, it's on the map. I don't know when, hundreds of years now, they've named it President Roads. And it's very appropriate, I think, to face the President Roads out to sea.
Absolutely. And you have that large flag there, too. That was your idea, wasn't it?
That, of course, once again, make people realize the importance of the office of the presidency. You need to say nothing after having seen the flag, that you know this is no ordinary pavilion. There's nothing said here that is final. Like if you go to Lincoln Memorial, you know, you feel that this is it. But I think there is a certain sort of uncertainty, tentativeness here in this space. And it suggests that a lot of things that we don't know is beyond us,
yes,
over there.
Okay, let's go take a look outside. Get you away from all of your admirers. Now, you were talking about this curve as a deliberate...
Yes, I think it's really a contrast of forms that we're dealing with, and the circular forms, and the triangular and the square forms are all one playing against the other.
the concrete is white is very stark and striking. Why did you pick that particular color?
This building is almost like a lighthouse. White is usually the colors picked by lighthouses. So we, for the symbolic reason, as well as I think the fact that we want, I think white color actually also goes best with the sea and with the sky. These geometric shapes are consciously chosen. They didn't evolve out of the plan. In this case, I think the form almost came before the function. They were chosen because this is a building that stands alone. It's an object in space. People will be seeing it in space, meaning that they will be going around the building. The juxtaposition of these volumes brings the building alive and gives it a dynamism. And this is why those forms were chosen, to make this building look different from different vantage points.
Generations of school children, tourists, scholars will come through this building. What kind of total effect would you like to see it have on them? What would you like them to emerge with?
I think with a feeling of hope. I think that's what Kennedy would have liked. And that is a belief in the future. And that's the important thing.
What does it say? Will you read it to us?
Yes, all this will not be finished in the first 100 days, nor will it be finished in the first 1,000 days, nor in the life of this administration, nor even perhaps in our lifetime on this planet. But let us begin.